pull the tongue back out, but his heel, I've got that lemonade crystally stuff all over my fingers, and I can just taste it. His heel was pushing down the back of his shoe, was going into his shoe, was bent over and in, and he's like, I can't get my shoe on, I can't get my shoe, and he was trying to put them on himself, so I was helping him get the tongue out, and then all of a sudden he turned, and his leg was going backwards, and he was hollering, Peach! Okay, I am getting ready to make my walnut pie. You can see I have a whole bunch of stuff sitting out here. That's for the other pie. But right now I'm starting on the one that goes in the oven because in 2 hours we have to go down to Daniel's for his taste testing. So we're going to start with 3 eggs. Can y'all see? All right, and I'm going to longer. Okay, I've got that going. I need a cup. Let me get mine. I should have set everything out ready to go. I didn't think about it. There's my cup of sugar, brown sugar. Levi, I need you to turn that down because I'm doing a video, buddy. No, just watch something on your tablet or put those headphones on over there. Alright, that looks pretty. Alright, we're going to add a little bit of salt. And I said a pinch. And we'll mix it a little bit more. Alright, now I'm going to add I want to do something a little different. Since I'm doing the walnuts, I'm not going to do them in the pan whole. I'm going to crumble them, so I'm going to have to get my food processor out. But I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I'm going to do that real quick first. Hold on 1 second. All right, I've got a cup and a half of walnuts. That looks good. All right. Yeah, those are a little bit crumbled. Better than, that's good. All right, so we're going to get back to this over here. So we need the cup of brown sugar. We need a cup of light corn syrup. Amazing just how fast everything starts looking cluttered. All right, getting a cup of corn syrup. This is light corn syrup. want all of that goody stuff in there. We want it all. Okay. We need a tablespoon of butter. Softened. Should have set this out a while ago, but I didn't. So give me 1 second to get me a tablespoon of butter softened. I'm sure everybody else has already started making their meals too, getting ready, just a head start on tomorrow. All right. Everybody needs a heads up. Head start, I mean. All right, vanilla. Where's my vanilla? Vanilla. Now I have vanilla beans, but since we're going quickly and fastly, and I don't know. What was I saying? I don't know how to measure out. I've never done anything. Now y'all remember this called for a heavy teaspoon. I'm putting like a teaspoon and a half. To me, that's heavy. All right, I've done it. I've done the eggs, the salt, the corn syrup, the brown sugar, the butter, the vanilla. We're going to get it all blended up. And I'm going to go ahead and pour my walnuts into the liquid, the batter part. When I do my pecan pie, I would lay them in the bottom of the shell. Sometimes you can even do it in a design, but I usually just go around and then around and then around until the whole bottom of the shell is covered in a pretty just circular design. When you pour this in on the top, they will slowly rise to the top. And when they get all to the top, you can even use a toothpick sometimes to touch one that's not all the way up yet, and it'll come on up. Then if you have some blank spots, some places that doesn't have one, you can lay some in there and push them down to get the candied stuff on them. And then, yeah, that looks good. Looks good. And then, you stick it in the oven. All right, so I'm gonna put, oh, why don't I take that off? I needed to stir these in. Then I'll just do this by hand. The sink is quickly becoming cluttered. All right, let me me show y'all how this looks down in here. Doesn't it look pretty? So pretty. All right, give me 1 second. All right. My pie shell all smashed in. Worked up the sides. Give this a good stir. All right. Isn't it pretty? Oh, isn't it pretty? Okay, it's going in the oven. I'm gonna get me a mitt to pull it out with. Tray out. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now my pecan pie recipe that I basically followed because I looked up this. Can y'all see that? Dolly Parton? Dolly Parton has a Dolly's walnut pie. And I looked at her ingredients because I think I told y'all in a video I don't know if I did or not, but when I said to Mom something about a walnut pie, she goes, oh, I don't think I'd like a walnut pie. And I said, Mom, it's the same thing as a pecan pie, except it's walnuts. And she's like, I've never heard of it. So, well, there's a lot of things we haven't heard of that we probably would like, but, you know, because we do live in Plum Grove. So I Googled walnut pie, and sure enough, Dolly's got one published in a Dolly's Dixie cookbook or something, or Dixie Dolly or something. I don't know. I can't remember now what it's called. Anyway, hers, listen, 1 fold-out pie crust thawed. So she's not making her own crust. 3 eggs. Hers was 3/4 cup of just regular sugar. Mine was brown sugar. 3/4 cup light corn syrup. 1.5 cups of finely chopped walnuts. A teaspoon of salt. She has 4 tablespoons of butter melted. And she has 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I did like 1.5, or what my recipe called for, heavy teaspoon. So I did 1 cup of corn syrup and 1 cup of brown sugar, where hers doesn't call for it like that. Now, I did put this recipe, this pecan pie recipe, in the description of that video. It was yesterday's video, and I can't even think of what that, hold on, I'll tell you what that video is called. I lose my mind. It is called, that video is called, it is called, and I can't find my videos. Here they are. It is called,
my new lunchbox from TikTok Shop is finally here.
Hard Job, Surprises, and Thanksgiving. That is what that video is called, and my pecan pie recipe is in it. So basically, her walnut pie, my pecan pie were almost identical, except I have a 1/4 cup more of some stuff, and she has a couple of teaspoons or tablespoons more of something of my stuff. So, you know, sort of the same thing. Anyway, and then hers was finely chopped. So evidently her walnut pie, when she says finely chopped, hers must have been like what I just did. And I did that because I get pecans that are a tad bitter all the time. But I find that walnuts can be just like a pecan. They can be a little bitter too. And I would just rather know that mine was in small bites than to get a big, I don't know, maybe I'm not making sense. I just think it would be better if it came in small doses, as in then big chunks. And then if it's good, then I will try it maybe at Christmas time, take it to Tina's in big form. Or try one for here at the house one day for my Sunday dinner dessert in big form. Just leave them whole and see if it goes over the same way. But I think it's going to be, I mean, I can't feature that it's not going to be good. There's no reason in my mind why it wouldn't be a good pie. Okay, so now I'm going to get everything ready for this lemon icebox pie. And I will put the recipe to this in this video that I'm doing now. I wish I could just put them on both recipes in one, but that's so much in the description. So I'm going to read it to you. That way, if some of y'all just want to listen to the video and know what the ingredients were. So it says the prep time is 30 minutes. The chill time is 3 hours. Well, mine's going to chill all night. It makes 1 9-inch pie. 1.5 cups of vanilla wafers. 40 wafers. That's what 1.5 cups comes out to be, about 40 wafers. 1/4 cup of butter or margarine softened, or this says melted. 1 envelope of unflavored gelatin. 1 3/4 cup water. 1 14-ounce can of Eagle brand sweetened. Well, they have to say Eagle brand because it's an Eagle brand book, but I just have great value. And 1 3-ounce package or 6 tablespoons of pre-sweetened lemonade flavored crystals. So I could have gotten like that Country Time lemonade in the tub or something, but this is just as easy. And if I have a packet or 2 left over, I'll throw it in the pantry for the next time we want lemonade. So that's it. That's what I'm fixing to do. So we'll see y'all in a bit when I get started on that. Okay, so I tried to get a little bit ahead. So remove my pie pan. Here is my 40 graham crackers. I cheated. I have 44. Okay. This water out of the way. Now, my butter has melted. It was a 1/4 cup of butter pouring into my crumbs, my vanilla wafer crumbs. Can y'all hear Jensen, his little feet? Tick, 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 all over the floor. Okay. This is just how you would do a graham cracker crust if it was graham cracker. My mom says her grandmother, so it'd been my great-grandmother, used, I guess it was her, or it might have been, she said her great, so it'd been my great-great. But she said grandmother used to make a lemon icebox cake. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get this pushed in to my pie shell, my pie pan, I mean. And then we're gonna chill it in the refrigerator. Up the sides, a little bit up the sides. I don't know, I may have, my pie thing may be a little bit bigger than what's required. I don't know, it's, oh yeah, it's coming up. Guess we'll see when it's all I want to say I'm so happy that I know the reviews are interesting. Sometimes I watch reviews on things that I don't have, and I think to myself, watch them, God, I'd like to have that. But I'm just like the rest of you guys. Some things I just have to, if I really need it, really need it, or just really want it, well, a lot of my needs have to wait too till money's saved. But I'm saying there's a whole lot of stuff that I have to just wait it out, save and put the money back, and then when I have it, I get it. But I know that some of you guys don't like the reviews. But you guys were so, that looks really pretty. You guys were so sweet on the reviews to the power station, the Vitamin. Okay, this goes in the refrigerator while I make the rest of the, so it's got to chill while the rest of the stuff gets made. I'm gonna stick it in, find a spot. That's good, right there. Okay, we're gonna get going on the rest of it. Now, I did do my lemonade already out. It took 5 packets to fill up. Well, I wasn't looking for a 3rd cup. I was getting 6 tablespoons. But this also is 6 tablespoons. A 3rd cup is 6 tablespoons, evidently, because that's what it came out to be. You know what? I think I'm going to try to mix everything in this same bowl. Okay. So, oh, we gotta do some stuff on the stove. We have to do stuff on the stove. Okay, in a small saucepan. Yep, we're going to the stove. We're moving to the stove. Got stuff everywhere. Okay. Give me 1 second to clean off the stove. Okay. You look down in here. This is a 1/4 cup of cold water and 1 gelatin packet, and I have to let it sit for 1 minute. So I'm gonna set the timer for 45 seconds. So I'm just counting down, and then we're gonna put it over here on low heat. I've got this on, and we're gonna stir. We are going to stir until gelatin dissolves, and then we're going to set it aside. All right. All right, let's get stirring. Let's get the stirring, stirring, stirring. Ugh, unflavored gelatin doesn't smell very good. Stir and stir it until it's dissolved. Once that happens, we're going to set it aside. And in a medium mixing bowl, we're going to combine the Eagle brand, the 1.5 cups of water, and the lemonade crystals. Then we're going to stir this mixture that I'm stirring now. We're going to stir it into that mixture. Then we're going to pour it into that pan that's in there chilling. All right, that's dissolved. That was fast enough. Let's set it over here. And let's go here. I'm going to use this bowl we were using earlier for the crumbs. Okay, what was it? It was the Eagle brand. Oh yeah. You always have to lick the lid. Always lick the lid. Get all of it out of there. I remember when we were young, we would go to have cereal or something and we would be out of milk. And Mom would take Eagle brand. She would have maybe a can or a couple of cans of that. And I'm not talking about evaporated milk. I'm talking about this sweet Eagle brand condensed milk. And I guess she would add water to it until it became like a real milk consistency. And then she would pour it on our cereal. So think of the sweetness that, oh well, if you just had old regular old cornflakes, that was like a treat. Because now your cornflakes are sweetened. But if we had some kind of an already sweetened, here's a cup. And here's half a cup. Okay, and then the crystals, is that what it said? Where did I set it? I don't even know where I set it. Okay, Eagle brand, the water and the crystals. Oh my gosh, look at that yellow, look at that. And we're going to mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it. Woo! Oh, that splashed up on me, and that's tartness. That's some tartness. All right, now we're going to add our gelatin mixture. Stir that up. It's so creamy. Can y'all see that? It's just creamy now. This is the first time I've ever made an icebox cake of any kind. Well, that's not true because I always make I love the Jell-O no bake cheesecakes. Those are awesome. Okay, we could have done a bigger, well, you know what? I'm just going to do it. We could have had we could have done, I will know this next time. I will do more crud. I will do more vanilla wafers and a little bit more butter. Okay, now it goes into the refrigerator and has to chill for 3 hours, which in my case, oh my gosh. I need to clean off a place in this refrigerator. In my case, that means tomorrow. We're running out of refrigerator space. Don't you worry about a thing, baby. Let's see if this will fit. I think it will fit right there. Okay, let's go over here. So it made more filling than crust. But I think it's going to be good regardless. And hold on, it made more filling than crust. So I know that next time I do it, oh, and I got something to show y'all. Came out of the oven. It's sitting over here cooling before I put it in the refrigerator. I will know next time that I will do a few more crumbed vanilla wafers and a little bit more butter to make up that difference, because I'll be adding more vanilla wafers, and get it to come up the side a little bit more. So that's the lemon icebox cake. And I've got lemon on it on one side and Karo syrup on the other. Okay, so that's our lemon icebox cake. I'm not going to be doing all this little pretty stuff on it. Little Cool Whip dollops, whatever. Squigglies. Okay, so it's almost time to go to Daniel's. Gotta clean up this kitchen. Let me show y'all something. Well, here, hold on. The pie is out of the oven and it's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it sitting here while I'm gone to cool. When I get home, it should be completely cooled off, and then I will stick it in the refrigerator. And it will be ready for tomorrow. Okay. So in this episode, I'm just gonna call it Thanksgiving desserts, because these are the 2 desserts that I made. And I will put the lemon icebox pie ingredients, directions in this video. And then, like I said, the pecan pie directions are in the, I told y'all already, I can't even think of the name of that video. Something about something and something and Thanksgiving. Woo! We've had a lot going on the last couple of days. My mind is about shot. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up all these dishes. Man, oh man, I hope that sets up good because ooh. It's tart. It's so good. It's good. I hope it sets up. First time I've ever done it, so we'll know tomorrow. Well, we'll know in 3 hours. Okay. I love you guys. God bless y'all. When you get this video, it'll be Friday. So some of you guys may be out good Black Friday shopping. Some of you may be in the house Black Friday shopping on your phones and your computers. I'll be decorating this house for Christmas. Wrapping some presents that I've already got. I got Levi 3 warm outfits for our trip. He'll leave here in shorts, unless it's cold the day we leave. And he's got a couple of sets, like, or the windbreaker sets. I don't even know what you call them anymore. We always called them windbreakers. You know, that kind of material, that windbreaker material. But they're lined on the inside. Not a heavy lining, but a lining. He's got a couple of those, and he's had those since high school. He hasn't gained or lost a whole lot of weight in all those years since high school because, well, he's got one set of those left over from high school, and they still fit him today just like they did then. And then he's got a couple other, the thicker, I'm not talking about the kind with just the Hanes jogging pants. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the kind that are a little bit dressier. They would be more like you can go places in them or work out in them, but they're nicer than just fleece jogging pants. He's got a couple of pairs of those that he can wear with a nice shirt and his sweater or his jacket, which what we will be taking for him, it's a really thick jacket. It's a really thick sweater pullover, long sleeves and a neck, and it's got a zipper right here. He picked it out a long time ago somewhere. We were shopping and he's seen it. I think it's got deer on it. It's gray, but it's got white deer all the way across it. Just, you know, deer, just all over its little white deer. I think it's deer. I can't remember now. It's hanging in the closet. And we pull that out when it's like really cold. And I'm trying to think, that's all he had when we went to Colorado and rode that train. I think that's what he was in. Because he's a, I don't know how to explain it. Like in the winter, I used to I would be maybe doing laundry or, you know, doing something in the house, and he'd be doing his own thing. And before I realized that he's not even in the house, and he done gotten in the pool, and it's winter. He'd be swimming and his lips would be blue. He's got a high, well, I want to say he has a high pain tolerance, but that's not what I mean, because he whines about, I gotta tell y'all something really funny one time. I was putting his shoes on him, and he doesn't do shoes well. That's when he loves those Crocs. But when he was in school, he had to wear tennis shoes. And Crocs weren't even a thing back when he was in school. And if they were, these people that went to school in this little town of Cleveland didn't know anything about Crocs, if they were even a thing somewhere else. But he just had some slip-on low. He never could do a high top. It's always a low tennis shoe. And I was helping him. He put his foot in, but the tongue went in with his foot. And so then I was having to help him pull the tongue back out. But his heel, I've got that lemonade crystally stuff all over my fingers. And I can just taste it. His heel was pushing down the back of his shoe, was going into his shoe, was bent over and in. And he's like, I can't get my shoe on. I can't get my shoe. And he was trying to put them on himself. So I was helping him get the tongue out. And then all of a sudden he turned and his leg was going backwards and he was hollering, "Peach cobbler, peach cobbler." Levi, do you remember that? Yes, you were. He was screaming it. "Peach cobbler, peach cobbler." I don't even know what that meant. It was evidently in his way saying, like we would say maybe, well, S-H-I-T, we would say a bad word, or something, or, dadgummit, ow, dadgummit, or something. I don't know. That was his form of a bad word, or I'm in pain, peach cobbler, peach cobbler. I don't know. It was so funny. He was in high school. It was the most funniest thing. In fact, though, I don't even remember if we were getting ready to go to school. I'm trying to think because Mama was there. So we may have just been down at Mom and Dad's, and he always kicks his shoes off. So we may have been fixing to leave there, and that's when all that happened. But it was so because Mama remembers when he did it. It was so funny. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get all this done up. I've got 15 minutes to get to Daniel's, and I want to clean up the kitchen a little bit. So I love you guys. God bless y'all. And this video y'all will be seeing this Friday morning. So it'll be good. I keep wanting to say Good Friday. It'll be Black Friday. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you try to make some of these. And I sure hope this sets up. I think this is going to be fine because this is basically my pecan pie recipe. Just done with walnuts. But I've never done this refrigerator icebox pie before, and I hope, I want to say cross your fingers, but I don't do that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to say, let's pray that this sets up. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be eating pie that's liquid because it tastes really good. All right, love you guys. God bless y'all.